Hi guys, welcome to our Christmas follow along, whether it's just before Christmas or just after Christmas. I hope you've had a fantastic time. For this follow along, you're going to need a resistance band. If you don't have one, I will give you alternatives if you don't have one, and also a pillow for our knees. So we're going to do a bit of hip work and a bit of upper back work as well. We're going to start off with some hip circles, so round in an anti-clockwise direction. Just make big circles with your hips. So we're just going to do a few of these just to get the spine and the hips moving a little bit before we get stuck in. And then we'll go to uncle clockwise. So we're going to rotate the other way. Just a few more twists, just to loosen everything off a little bit. From here, we're going to twist the upper back a little bit as well. So pull your elbows back like this for me, and then just twist yourself across. You get a nice big stretch across the tummy, and then twist yourself the other way. A nice big stretch across the tummy, and then bring yourself back through again. Reach the hands up to the sky, grab on to your right hand. From here, you're just going to pull yourself over to the side a little bit. Not as far as you can go, just a little bit. And then left hand, pull yourself over to the side. Lovely. So a little bit of a shake off. And then we're going to go down to the floor and start working on our hips. So from here, I want you to go into a 90-90 position, but keep your hands on the ground. So we're going lazy 90-90. We're just going to work on opening up those hips. So hands behind you, legs in front like this, fold, both knees fold over to the same side. Then you're going to rotate the hips and have the knees over to the other side. So hands are behind, and we're just letting the hips move nice and gently, just loosening things up. Lovely jubbly. So a few more reps of these, and then we'll do some more stretches for the inner hip. Awesome. So from here, what we're going to do is get ourselves onto the knees, and then one leg out to the side. From there, we're going to rock ourselves backwards. So stretching out this quad a little bit, and we're stretching out the adductors of the inside leg here. So back and forwards, move your hands if you need to. Nice and relaxed with the breathing. Toes point up at the sky when you rock back, and then rotate. So you go up onto the tippy toe when you come to the front. So we're still rotating the hip here as well as we go through these movements. So still getting that extra muscle work as well. Awesome. So just one more. And then we swap to the other side. So other knee down, other leg out. Rock back, stretch the quad a little bit. Toes up to the sky, walk ourselves forwards, and then heel up to the sky. Just toes up to the sky, and then heel up to the sky. Forwards and backwards, nice and chilled. Awesome. So if you can, sit down on your heels and give the quads one last good final stretch out. Loosen everything off. Really good to open up the knees like this as well. If you really struggle with this, just get yourself to where it feels okay. Or if you have a pillow, you can put a pillow underneath yourself so you're not having to get just as much pressure going, and try and get some time in that position. So it's really, really nice if you're quite stiff in the legs to just make it a little bit easier so you can spend a bit more time there. So we're going to rock side to side a little bit. Loosen those quads off. Then if it feels okay, you can eventually start to take the pillow away and sit yourself back. And then if that feels okay, you can start to lean yourself back as well. Fantastic. So from here, we're going to get our pillow under our knee now. And then we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a stretch of the hip flexor. So the easier version of this is just tuck your pelvis underneath, squeeze your bum, and then lean yourself forward so you start to feel a stretch coming up the front of the hip. So if this is where you need to be, that's okay. If you're near a handy sofa, it's always helpful to hold on to as well. If that all feels okay and you're able to reach back and grab your foot, this is very challenging to do, so don't worry if you can't do it. It looks simple, but it's really hard to actually do. You want to grab on to your ankle and then go into a couch stretch like this. So you're trying to get yourself opened up at the front of the hip, and you're trying to lengthen the quad as well to give yourself that deeper stretch. So if you can't do this, just keep the leg on the floor and you're just going to rock forwards and backwards. If you can, it's great. And then we're still going to keep rocking forwards and backwards. And if it feels okay to do so, you can pull your foot in a little bit more. It makes the balance a little bit harder. So rock forwards and backwards, keeping the breathing nice and relaxed the whole time. So other leg. So make sure you got that nice pillow for your knee. Pillow down, and then up. Oh, first one, tuck underneath, rock forwards and backwards. Just to loosen things off a little bit. It's one of those things that people say, oh, stretching when you're cold is dangerous. But if you just start off like this and do a few reps of an easier version of it first, and then go into the version that you're aiming for, it's fine. You don't need to make sure you've done a 20-minute cardio warm-up before you stretch. You stretch all the time as you move, which is super helpful. So talking while trying to do this makes the balance much harder as well. So forwards and backwards, open up those hip flexors. Whoop. And if you need to, stick with the easier one. So if you accidentally do fall out of it, just stick with the easier one. That was an intentional demonstration, I will have you know. Awesome. So we're going to hop ourselves back up. Keep your pillow handy because we are going to work on some lunge variations now. From here, go for a few more hip circles because we just stretch out the hips a little bit. So anti-clockwise and then uncle-clockwise. Awesome. So we're not looking to do a full-blown workout here. We're looking to just use lunges to make the muscles feel active and like they're doing something. So we're going to set our foot back so that our our foot is behind the pillow so that we can kneel down right in Santa's face. So from here, we go back up. So these are step back lunges. So you step back, nice wide stance, lower down, tap, bring yourself back up, and then step through. Okay, so you're in control the whole time. Step yourself back, weight stays in the middle, you lower down, you come back up, and then you step through, okay? Rather than just back, drop, all up in one go, you want to control it the whole time. So it's almost like a 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that. So a few more of these on the right leg. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the whole time, this front foot, you're trying to grab the ground with your toes. So you're keeping a strong, stable foot the whole time. 3, 4. Step back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And all the time, we're in control, not banging that knee into the ground. So step back, other leg. So left leg in front now. Tap. 3, and 4. Step back. 1, 2, 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 3, and 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. From here, we're going to do another lunge variation. I'm going to stretch the glutes as we actually go. So right leg is back in front. Step slightly away from your pillow, so you're to the left-hand side. So we're on the right leg. We're at the left side of the pillow, and we're going to step our foot back and then lower the knee down so that it's behind the heel. So my front foot is still forwards. I'm getting a bit of a stretch in the glute here. Knee is behind, and then I step myself back through. So again, similar. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just 2 more of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then swap sides. So go to the right side of your pillow. Right leg stepping back. So auto diagonal. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Don't take a pillow with you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one. 1, 2. Nice stretch in the glute. 3, and 4. So lunge variations are great because they stretch as they load the muscle as well. So really, really nice things to work on. Next one we're going to do is partial Cossacks. So from here, nice and wide with the feet, and you'll need to adjust your stance. I never get the right stance first time. You're going to load the left leg, stretch the adductor. So this is just the same as what we did in the warm-up, like this, but now we're loading this leg at the same time. So here, we're going down, and then we're going back up. So down, and back up. Down, and back up. So chest can come forwards, load this side leg, bring yourself back up. So everyone will be kind of getting different heights depending on your structure. Doesn't matter, just get that nice stretch on the inside and feel like you're loading the bent leg. So change sides. So right leg, load, get that stretch, bring it back up. So the big thing we're looking for today is that you get a sensation that you're loading your hip and your glute to do this, and you're pressing through the muscles to bring yourself back up, rather than just knee, push through the knee to come back up. We're looking to get a really good stretch and loaded sensation in the bent leg, stretch sensation in the straight leg, and back up. Again, down, and back up. One more, down, and back up. Fantastic. So from here, we're going to do a 3 lunge variation, which is a bit tricky to do. So we're going to go left leg first. We're going to lift up the right leg, step ourselves back into a lunge, tap the pillow if you can. If not, don't worry. And then when you come through, lift that front leg up again. So you're trying to keep balance on that left leg. Then step at a slight diagonal, down and back up. And then step at a full diagonal, down and back up. And bring the leg up in between each rep. So we step back, tap, back up. Small diagonal, tap, back up. If this is too much, you can keep the foot down in between each rep. And then more of a diagonal, so just like the step through ones we did before, and back up. And then swap to the right leg. So from here, left leg goes up. We step straight back, tap, bring ourselves back up, add a small diagonal, tap, back up, and then across more. Down, tap, and back up. And then back, tap, back up, and then small diagonal, tap, back up, and then straight diagonal, tap, and back up. Awesome. So back to some hip circles, anti-clockwise. And then a bit of uncle-clockwise. So yes, lunge variations are absolutely fantastic to stretch and strengthen the hips. If you've got back pain, knee pain, hip pain, any of that stuff, get better at lunges. They help you so much. And if your hips are tight at all, always start off with a small warm-up for the hips. First of all, so that everything can move really well. So if your hips were quite tight, every time you would go down into a lunge, you would kind of get your knee being pulled in, because if in here's tight. Open that up first, clears the space, so then you can have more confidence as you're actually doing your lunges, that you're able to open up from the hip in the right place. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a great time over the holidays, whatever it is that you're doing. And this will be a nice one, nice easy one to keep coming back to. Always really nice to combine a few hip stretches with some strength work as well. So we haven't used our resistance band yet. We're going to finish up with a lovely exercise from Stability Builder, which is the 90-90 pushback. So a bit complicated. You're going to put your band around your foot if you have one. If you don't have a band, you're just going to go into the 90-90 position, okay? So if you don't have a band, you're going to do lift-offs and push-backs. From here, we lift up and we push back like that, and then we're looking to squeeze the glute as if we were pressing into a wall behind us. If you do have a band, you're going to get a good bit of tension on your band, okay? So you're going to hold it, work your grip too, lift that leg up, press back, keep your hand where it is. So you're giving yourself something to work against, okay? So it should look like this. Grab it nice and tight. Good stretch in the band, and then we press up. So my hand's still on the floor, and I'm pushing back, trying to get the glute working. Press back and through. back, and through. Back, and through. Back, and through. If you're anything like me, the first time I tried to figure this one out, probably still trying to figure out where the band goes. So we'll do a few more. So band in the middle of the foot, you dorsiflexing the foot, so you're pulling the toes up towards the shin, and then you can work. If you hold the band out here, it becomes a quite nice bicep exercise as well, but if you just keep it in close to you, it kind of works a little bit easier. So you have more of an anchor point to work against. So it is for a glute, so it should feel the glute more than the bicep. A few more. Really work on feeling that glute in this internally rotated position. Awesome. So you then change, other foot, around the middle of the foot, 90-90 on the other side. Where you can see here. Band in, get good tension. Lift up, use your hand for support, press back and squeeze. Back and squeeze. Try and get the breathing relaxed the whole time you do this. Working that glute in that weird position. Push back, push back, push back, push back, push back, push back. Oh, yes, you're still here. It's one of those ones I kind of get lost in. Trying to feel the glute working in that position. And over time, you can progress this, try and be more upright with the leg lift and that push back. It just makes it extra crampy. So we're going to do some work on the shoulders too. What we can do here is put the band, what have I done? Put the band around both feet. And if you need to, you can keep your knees bent. If not, you can go with the legs straight. Grab on one side like this. So on my left hand, I'm going to pull and reach and twist at the same time. So I pull and reach, twist at the same time. Pull, twist, pull, twist. If this is too much, you can keep the knees bent, pull like that. If you can keep the legs out, that's great. Anything you ever see, if you're like, oh, I can't do that, always write it down and be like, I'm going to keep working on things to help me get there and keep coming back to it and see how it goes. One time I was not able to sit like this at all. And the more I worked on other things, I got to this position. And now it's a position I can use now as well, which is great, which means I don't need to do some of the other stuff I used to do. So again, we pull, we twist, we rotate, we pull, we twist, we rotate, we pull, we twist, we rotate, we pull, we twist, we rotate. It's almost like we're trying to reach the opposite side toe and pull at the same time. Really nice one for the upper back. And just as our final bonus, final bonus, I promise now this is the end. From here, because we got a band, we've got to do some banded shoulder distillates. So if you don't have a band, you can go up and around like that and like that. Well, if you don't have a band for that one, you can't just twist like that. So you would just reach instead. Imagine you still had a band and you would just reach. So if you didn't have a band, then that would be the alternative for that one. This one, if you just go big arm circles like this, okay? But if you got your band, go around like this. Up and around, twist, rotate. So going up, letting those shoulders elevate up on the way back down. Boom, around like this. These are in the shoulder and posture fix and stability builder as well. Lovely, lovely movement. I will never stop doing these ones. It's one of those ones like if in 10 or 20 years time, you don't want to have frozen shoulder, it's always good to move your shoulders as much as you can because they're your most mobile joints. You got to give them big movements like this to keep them happy. So a few more reps, and that'll be us done. Nice and relaxed. And final one. And that is us. Hopefully I will see you on our January mobility reset, where we do little things like this every day for all of January. So good to learn new techniques and ways to stretch and move your body. and to get your wiggle on. Hopefully see you there.